it's your favorite tired seamstress here. I decided I wanted to try to do something different today. With the holidays coming up, I thought I would give you a rundown of some of my favorite gifts to make and to give. A lot of these include free patterns, which are available on my website. I will include all of the links in the description below. And some of these patterns are not from me. A lot of them I do discuss my own patterns, which are mostly free. But a lot of these are just ideas. If there's a pattern that you love that's tried and true for you, definitely stick with that one. Because the holidays, you don't always want to be trying something new. You just want to do the thing that works for you. I love giving and receiving handmade gifts, especially ones that are useful and pretty. So here is a rundown of my 9 favorite things to make and give. So it's probably no surprise that the first thing on my list is underwear. In my opinion, there's no better gift to give than really comfortable, really beautiful underwear. At least that's my favorite gift to receive. So hopefully other people will agree with me. I really like to make underwear as a gift because it doesn't take a lot of fabric. So you can use something that's really special and you can get a lot of pairs out of 1 meter of fabric. So that means if you have a lot of people to make for, it's a fairly easy way to knock a lot of gifts off your handmade list. As far as my favorite patterns go, there's the Celeste pattern that's available on my website for free. But my second choice would be my cabin shorties. I really like these because they're super comfortable. They are one of my favorite pairs to wear. But the best thing about these is they're kind of versatile. You can actually wear them as sleep shorts, which is normally what I do. I normally wear like a gigantic hoodie because it's always cold here, and a pair of these because I hate pants. Along those lines, a lingerie wash bag makes a great gift for somebody who loves lingerie and loves delicate, pretty clothing. I have a free pattern on my website for this wash bag. All you need is some mesh fabric and some kind of contrasting cotton. I really like this pattern that I've developed because it lets you use this fun print up at the top and a zipper, and that's it. It's really quick to put together. It would be great to go with a pair of handmade underwear. If you make a lot of lingerie like I do, you are bound to have a lot of scraps of elastic laying around. So my next 2 DIYs actually make use of a lot of those scraps. So the first thing I am going to talk about are these satin elastic hair ties. So they are just using little bits of fold over elastic, and you'll often see these in stores where they're just knotted together, which is fine. But in my tutorial, I show you how to actually sew them together so you don't get that lump at the back of your head when you've got your hair up in a ponytail. I don't know if I just have a very delicate head, but I don't like that lump. So these I like to display on a little piece of cardstock, and I really like, for a while, I got really obsessed with buying this printed fold over elastic. You can find it in all kinds of really cute prints and colors, so you can make a coordinating set. And these are really great to add on to other gifts or to throw in a stocking or even just like a small teacher's gift or something like that. Another use for smaller pieces of strap elastic are choker necklaces. And I grew up in the 90s, so chokers hold a special place in my heart. I really like this little tutorial that I've developed for a choker necklace because it has a little O-ring right at the center front where you can hang a pendant. So in the sample that I have demonstrated with, you can see I've added like a little resin bauble, but you could add a charm that you bought from a store, or maybe a charm you've made out of clay, or just leave it plain. One of my most popular go-to gifts is a sleep mask. So this is the kitty sleep mask that I have available for free on my website. And to make it a little bit extra special, I like to line it in silk or satin fabric, whatever you have on hand that kind of feels extra luxurious against the face. And I think this is really nice to bundle with other self-care items like some sleepy time tea or a satin pillowcase or some face masks. I know this is something that I used a lot after I had my second daughter because she had a crazy sleep schedule. So I was trying to sleep whenever I could, and that often was during the daytime. And this was wonderful if you like it dark when you sleep. So it's a thoughtful gift to give, especially to a new mom. So my next DIY is a little different from the other things we've discussed, and it is a little donut plushie. And I love making little plushies out of felt. It is so easy to sew with, and they always look so cute. So I actually first developed this pattern because I wanted to make a gift for the daycare kids at my daughter's daycare. So for Valentine's Day, I made like half a dozen of these little donuts and gave them to the kids, and they loved them. But it was so cute, I wanted to keep one for myself, and I ended up using it as a pin cushion. So you can download the templates for this and see the instructions on my blog. It's really easy to put together. It's really fun. It's just some felt, embroidery thread, and batting. And I could picture this as a really cute gift with some little scissors and an assortment of thread. It would be great for someone who's just getting into sewing, or somebody who's been sewing forever, because you can never have too much thread. 7 or 8 years ago, I started making my mom slippers for Christmas, and I found this really great pattern from I Think So called the Raydella slippers. And I really like this because it lets you play around with different fabric combinations. For instance, I've made it with corduroy on the exterior and flannel inside. I've even used a combination of canvas on the outside and minky on the inside, so they were nice and soft and cozy. Last year I decided to mix it up a bit, and I actually crocheted her a pair of slippers. I used a free pattern from Make and Do Crew, and I made these really cute little slippers with a little wooden button on them, and my mom really loves them, so I think I'm actually going to make her a pair of those again this year. Along the same lines as the slippers, I recently picked up knitting again, and I've made myself 2 pairs of socks so far. And I'm obsessed with making socks. So I decided that I was going to knit my dad a pair of socks for Christmas. And I have to say, my knitted socks are my favorite socks I own. Just like underwear, it's something that you wear every day. So having a pair of socks or a pair of underwear that are super comfortable and really nice, just, it feels good. It feels good against your skin, and I think there's something special about knitting and crochet. It takes so much more time than sewing for the most part that it just feels a little extra special to gift. So I'm really excited to finish these and give them to my dad. As far as patterns go, I've been using the vanilla sock pattern from Crazy Sock Lady. It's a really basic pattern, which is perfect if you wanted to add in any color work or anything like that. But the best part about this pattern is she has a complete, really thorough walkthrough on her YouTube channel. So if you're just getting back into knitting like I am, or if you're a newbie, it's a great place to start if you want to try knitting socks. The last item on my list is a cardigan, and I like sewing cardigans as gifts because you don't have to know the person's exact size. As long as you're close or in the ballpark, it's probably going to fit, especially if you're using a nice stretchy fabric. I specifically like the Calgary cardigan from Pattern Niche. I actually made it for my mom a few years ago for Mother's Day out of a lightweight rib knit fabric, and it was really pretty. She likes it a lot. I love this pattern because it has pockets. You can sew it in different lengths, and it's just nice and cozy, and it comes together really fast. But by far my favorite fabric to make this pattern out of is double-sided stretch minky or cuddle fabric. I made myself one a few years ago, and it is literally like you're wearing the snuggliest, warmest bathrobe all day, which is currently -15 out here, so that is totally the vibe I'm going for. I'd love to hear if you have any tried and true gifts that you like to make and give for the holidays. Just leave me a comment down below. I hope you found this video inspiring. If you liked this video, please feel free to give it a like. And if you want to see more of my content coming up in your feed, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays and happy crafting.